Alright guys, to start out my video, I wanted to show you some pictures that my dad was kind enough to send me of his trailer. Now this trailer I thought looked a lot like the one I have, so this is going to be kind of my inspiration as I do the build of my 1/10 scale. Alright guys, let's start on the fun part, the rails. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, it gets really hot in my garage. So for now I can leave the fans off and talk to you, but I may end up having to do a voiceover when I'm running my fans and just talk over the fans, because it might get hot in here. It still gets over 100 degrees here in Vegas right now, but okay, enough of that. Okay, this is brake line, and as you can see, it's still got the little connectors, stuff like that. This is a little piece of brake line I'm using just to measure up. But you can buy this anywhere at any AutoZone, any type of auto place. I mean, I don't know what other places where they might sell it other than just a place that sells auto parts. Okay, so I got some paper. So the first thing I want to do is, I'm pretty sure these angles are going to be identical. So I'm going to take a little marker, or even a piece of paper, or a pencil, whatever. I just got a marker here. I'm just gonna put that underneath, right there, and give myself a little line to follow. Probably do it on the other side too. Okay, basically I'm just after the angle, so I've got my angle now. Now what I want to do is I want to measure, because I'm not going to make this all one piece. I'm going to actually braze this part together, make this all one together. This is going to be open, there'll be nothing right here. So I need to measure this piece, cut it, and then we'll get our angle. So we'll start by doing that. Okay, for those of you guys that don't know, these are wrenches from Planet Mars. Yeah, a special friend of mine named Pluto gave them to me. No, I'm just playing with you. These are a pipe cutter. This is another pipe cutter. This is a pipe bender, so you can bend your pipe. These are the tools we'll be using. Okay, this is a little big for what I'm doing it with, so this is going to be just off to the side. I'm going to use this little guy. First thing I want to do is get rid of these little guys. We don't need them. These are for when you're actually doing brake line on a car. We're not doing that. There's a little knob on the end of this. Let me show you. We don't need that little knob, so we're going to cut that off first thing. So as close as I can get, I'm going to set that in there and cut that off. These pipe tools cutters, this one I think cost me like $7, and this one was probably closer to $30. This stuff is anybody can do this at home. I mean, the brazing is not too expensive. If you have one of those big huge propane torches, that's awesome. I don't. I've got a little Maps gas. I'll show you what that is later on. Okay, we're going to cut this. First of all, I need to go get a pair of pliers. I forgot. Okay, instead of using pliers, I've got a vice grip, so I'm going to use a vice grip. So all we're going to do, we're just going to rotate, cut the end off. Turn the handle, take a little more, eventually we just cut that end off. Bingo, nice clean shot. Take, I don't care what you do with these, you guys can do whatever you want. For me, trash. Alright, now all we have is this little piece of paper on the end. we don't need to worry about that for now. This is about I think this is a 4-foot long length right here. It cost me, like I said, I believe it cost me just $11. Alright guys, several ways to measure this. You could do a tape measure. For me, a string is going to work just fine. I'm just going to make it, hold it out to where I want it, which where I want to be is right to the end of the trailer itself, the flatbed. So I'm going to mark it, I'm going to make it a little long, 1/4 inch or so. Always easier to cut off more, but you can add to it. Mark it with my marker, and we'll transfer it to the brake line. Do the same thing. Drop my marker. Gonna lay my string out approximately the same length as the I got it marked. Mark it. Okay. I'm gonna make 2 identical pieces just like that. I'm gonna cut it down just like I did before and make 2 identical pieces. Okay guys, so I have now 2 same size, and when you line them up and you run them down the side, they're about a 1/2 inch too long. That's perfect. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to line the back end up flush, and then I want to mark where the bend is, right there. Bending tool. Stick it in there, and right where it says 0 is where I want it to start to bend. It'll say 0 right here. Line that up, hold it down because it has a tendency to want to crawl forward. So you want to hold it firm and just do a slight bend. And then we're going to trace it, see how we look. It's a lot easier to bend more than it is to bend less. Oh, look at that. I think I nailed it almost my first shot. So, in other words, that's going to sit just like that. And that is actually pretty nice. So we've already started our first top. Now for the other side. The cool thing is it doesn't matter which way I bend it because it's reversible. It's round, it's reversible, so I'm just going to go ahead and make the second one. We'll do the same marking. Line it up, mark where I want it. Give me a good mark so I can see it. Again, bending tool. I'm going to leave it at 0 where my line is. Right there. I'm going to start to bend it. Check it. Okay, this one needs more. These, by the way, I think this was about $30 at Home Depot. I mean, you can buy them anywhere, any home improvement area. It's in the piping area, and they are nice. Let me give you some other examples really fast what this is good for. You guys have seen my Ford, and the roll bar is kind of what we're doing here. This roll bar was made completely out of brake line, exactly what I'm doing here, and it's very solid, very firm. Just put some bolts in through the bottom, made me a little flat. All I did is took the brake line and smashed it down with a hammer, made it flat, and cut it with some tin snips, and then drilled a hole in it and then brazed that on there. So that works great, dude. I love that roll bar. It's nice, solid, and it's very structural sound, and it helps protect my body. That's what we're doing here. Brake line, when you learn how to use or learn how to work with it, is awesome. Okay, so I think I've got it on this side. Let's rotate it and see how she looks. I like it. That looks like a good fit. And if I need to tweak a little bit more, I can. So, step 1 is complete as far as making my rails. I'm going to make this later because I need to know what this is going to set at before I make this. Now we need to make posts. Okay, on my dad, and I'll post some of the pictures in the video of my dad's trailer. Now in this picture, as you can see, there's a lot of vertical posts. That's the kind of look I want on my trailer.
Okay guys, what I'm doing in this area is I'm going to be marking my verticals. So by using this ruler, I can run it on the top of my wheel well and it'll give me an accurate line to cut my verticals. And that's what I'm doing here. As you can see, I'm running it flush to the bottom of the trailer, marking my line, and that'll give me an accurate measurement. I'm going to make about 8 or 10 of these.
Okay, so I've already made enough to go all the way around. Here, 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 there, there. Here, here. There we go.
Okay guys, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to mark my vertical poles. So what I do is I line it at the bottom and then I mark the top of the trailer, and then I'm going to take it and put this in the vise, or you could use a hammer and flatten those down flat. And then I'll drill a hole in it, and this is going to be how I mount this rail to my trailer. Okay guys, in this I just want to show you that all you matters is making the lines. As far as the length of the poles, as you can see, I need to do the best job. I'll go back and fix the lengths later, but as long as I got my line needed, where I'm going to trim them, that's all that matters.
Alright guys, I'm sure you can hear the fan going on in the background. It's getting warm. Okay, I've marked all these. Here's some that I've already done. And I'm flattening them so that I can run a screw through them. So you can see that. What I'm going to do, you could do a hammer too, but I've got a vise. I'm going to make it where my line is, and I'm just flattening them. As you can see. Alright guys, we're outside right now. I'm going to show you guys we can do this with a regular hammer if you don't have a vise. I did leave one that I didn't do. I've marked my line. I'm just going to flatten it out. Just work your way slowly towards the line and you're good. So yes, it is possible to even do it without a vise. The vise leaves kind of a line, so I'm actually going to kind of go through and clean mine up a little bit. You know what? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Anyway, so you can do this with a hammer too. But now we've flattened them, now we need to drill holes in them. Okay guys, I'm going to be using just 0.5 millimeter screws for mine. And I'm going to drill a hole right in the front. It's going to go like that. So that's the screws I'll be using. So let's get started. I'm going to drill one hole in each post.
now we're in the part of the build where I need to start marking for my vertical toe. So I'm going to hold up my railing. I'm going to mark with a marker just where I want my verticals. One in front of the wheel well, one behind the wheel well, and in front of the trailer and the back. That way I know when I start to braze where I want my verticals at. So that's what I'm doing here. In this part, I'm just doing the same thing, just on the other side of the trailer.
We need to round it so that the pipe can sit smooth and comfortably in there.
Okay, we're just going to speed this part up a bit. Okay, I already marked my distance and went ahead and clamped them down. Now all I'm trying to do is straighten them so they're perfectly straight up and down or vertical. And then I'll take my rail, set it on top, and we'll start to braze. So all I'm doing right here is just making sure they're nice and straight. Here is a quick video of the brazing rod that I'll be using. So if any of you guys wondering what I'm using as my brazing rod, there you go.
Just maps gas, guys, is all we need. To get going with the tip costs you about $45, but once you've got the tip and it comes with a free cartridge of gas, well, not free, but you pay for, anyway, the gas is only 10 bucks after that. And these will last for quite a while. So this is what we're going to use. Take a piece of tie wire here.
Just a little tip, I actually glued the two joints of the brake line so that I could take both of my hands and tie this tie wire together. Because naturally, the tie wire is going to take the heat. The super glue, as soon as I hit it with a torch, is going to break. But just so I could use both my hands, I did glue these two joints together first with super glue. Alright, this is it. The part you guys have all been waiting for. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my pipe, my brake line, started like hot. It's going to start turning red before I even put in the brake. Put the brazing too quick, the braze will actually melt before the pipe does, or the brake line does, and you won't get a good bond. So as you can see, once that pipe starts getting really hot, that braze will start to flow right into the joints. Then we're going to wait for the metal to get nice and red hot before I start putting the braze in. And we're just going to let it slowly flow into the joints. Guys, as I said, anybody can do this. It takes a little bit of practice, but with a little bit of patience, anybody can do it. And it's not that expensive. Those brazing rods, I think I spent like $12 or $13 for any of them. And like I said, the Maps gas cost me about $45 to get into it. But once you bought the tip, the gas itself is only like $10 or $12. So anybody can do this. It's not something you have to be a professional to do anything like this. And it's fun to do.
Okay guys, so we have ourselves a pretty good start. I think I might need to bend this up a little bit because I want it to sit kind of like that, but that's fine. This is brake line, it's easy to bend, easy to work with. That's perfect. All I did was I brazed it a little bit low. I should have had it tilted just a little bit more, but without being on the trailer it was kind of hard to eyeball it, so I knew I could fix it once I got it mounted, so we'll fix it. For now guys, I think that's good for today, or you know, at least for this video. I'm already probably 30 minutes into this thing, so I don't want to bore you too much with the first video, so we'll continue this in the second or third part of the video, so you guys kind of see what's going on, and we'll probably finish off the railing in the next video and start working on some rust maybe, or whatever we do. You know, it's a project. We just kind of decide what we want to do as we go along. Nothing's ever 100% planned. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and hope you liked the video. If you have any questions or any ideas, you know, give me a comment. And until the next time, thanks for watching and happy trails.